Hello, my good friends, and welcome to BC Tactical, where we talk about everything survivally and knifey and good and tactically kind of good stuff. As you can see in the background, I have an assortment of wonderful items here in the bowels of the man cave, we also call Studio 3. And, this is it. This is where me and RC hang out. RC. He is our fabulous producer and comes up with all of the wondrous content that you have come to enjoy here at BC Tactical. So thank you for watching, and we will try to keep all this wonderful content coming at you because I know that this is worth something. In the year 3035 or something, somebody's going to find some old cell phone and get it to charge, and they're going to watch it, and I'm going to pop up, and they're going to say, "Damn, people were crazy and dumb." How the hell did those people live? So anyway, but here we are in the bowels of Man Cave, also known as Studio 3. If you can see behind me on the wall back there, I got knives and all kinds of stuff, but I got these patches. I love patches. They say things, like I can have a patch and put it on my hat. That way, if I'm in a bad mood that day, I can have one that says nice things like hello or something like that. Or I can have one that if I'm in a bad mood and I go into Lowe's and I'm walking around or Walmart and I don't want people to bother me that day, I can have a patch that I can put on my hat and it tells people. And it keeps me from having to like write in Sharpie marker on my forehead, get the hell away from me. So I'll put one on my forehead that says things such as, I got all different kinds. I got one that back there that says F bomb. You guys have all seen that. And I've got different ones back there. I got shit magnet and I've got, shit creek survivor, all that good stuff. And I've got many. But I got in some new ones today. I got in some new ones. And this is from a place called Stand Strong Art. Stand Strong Art, man. This dude, Steve, this dude makes some of the best patches that I've ever seen. He does great artwork. He makes t-shirts. You can get prints, man, to hang on your wall from this guy. But I like patches. I'm a patch collecting dude, so I ordered some patches. And I've ordered patches from him before, and they're great. So here we go. I got this. It gives you a little card here. Nice looking thing. This is their logo. They're Stand Strong Art. And then on the inside of this package, you got your patches. And his patches are different. His patch will be like, it's just different, man. You need to check out. You need to check out his website. So on the back, it has a little handwritten note, especially for me, that says, "Kelly, thank you, Stephen." Uh, it's got the Warriors Creed and everything on there. I mean, it's I don't know, man. He's just on a different level when it comes to this kind of stuff. He's a great artist, and he just does great stuff, man. All right, so here's the first one I'm going to talk about: the five solas. So people are going to say, "I don't know what a sola is." Well, a sola is soul, SOLE, as in one. I have a soul package today. That's all I got in the mail today was one soul package. Just a soul package. Solo. So it's one of those Romany Greek words that came from way back somewhere else. And so solus means soul. And this says sola scripture, sola Christus, sola fide, sola gratia, and sola deo gloria. So what does that mean? It means sola scriptura, scripture alone, scripture alone. Christ, Christus, Christ alone. Sola fide, faith alone. Sola gratia, grace alone. And sola de gloria, the grace of God alone. So think about that. Think about that. The five solas: Scripture alone, Christ alone, faith alone, grace alone, and the glory of God alone. That's what you need. That's what people need today in their lives. When you look at the world and the way things are, you need to remember Christ in your life. You need to remember Christ in the world. It's very easy to see Christ working in your life when things are going great. It's very difficult to see Christ working in your life when things, are hard. So when Christ is working in your life and things are great, you see him. When Christ is working in your life, things are difficult, you don't see him. You think, why would God do this to me? And it's not God's plan for us to have our lawnmower break down like I did. I worked on lawnmower all day. RC sat in the chair and watched me. He was drinking some kind of umbrella fruity drink or something, and he watched me change that transmission belt. And boy, it sucked, but at least I had somebody great to talk to while I was doing it. But anyway, so think about that. Christ in your life, Scripture in your life. And, if more of our leaders truly thought that way, there are a lot of people out there that say, hey, I go to church on Sunday and I this, or I went to church on Sunday and I that. That's great. But as Christians, we need to do things without having to tell each other that we're doing great things, Just do it because that's what you do. God said, love thy neighbor. So do it because you love thy neighbor, not because you expect somebody to pat you on the back or you want to tell somebody about it at church on Sunday. Because somebody's at church on Sunday and they're not as well dressed as you, so what? Church is not for getting dressed up and being fancy pants and all that stuff. That's okay. That's what you want to do. But it's not a prerequisite, When we look down upon others, we forget Christ. So when we look down upon other people because they don't have as much money, a nicer car, it's hard for them to pay their bills or buy food, or they're on food stamp or whatever, we forget about Christ. Because I can guarantee, while you're sitting there thinking, I wish this person wasn't here. I wish this person over here wasn't sitting in this pew or wasn't shopping here. This person makes me uncomfortable. This person. And I understand we live in an uncertain world. But if Jesus were standing next to you, if Jesus were sitting next to you in church and you look down on someone because they were wearing clothes that weren't what you would consider nice, what do you think Jesus would say? You would act totally different. If Jesus were sitting right beside you, you would act like a totally different person. So think about the five solas when you're thinking about your walk with Christ. So anyway, Stephen, that is an awesome patch, man, and I really appreciate it. It brings to mind a lot of things we need to think about. He's also got a patch and stickers and shirts and stuff like that says, when we forget God, that's when tyrants take hold. So look at the world and think about that for a minute. Next patch. I almost showed it to you upside down. I'm going to come in from the side. Look at that. Okay, now this one is like a 3D PVC patch, and it says civilian operator, 1776, and you got this guy with his gun there. I mean, just beautiful craftsmanship. This one is multicam, of course. It's got the multicam colors. It will go with any. This one will go with any camouflage. But imagine this on your jacket or your hat or something like that. I mean, that means a lot to a person. This country was started by civilian operators. Civilian operators started it here. These guys were home. They were volunteers. They didn't really have. They had some military, but they didn't really have enough. And then they became a military from farms and plantations and things where they were working, doing all that stuff, and they came together as brothers and sisters, and they fought the good fight, and they became a country with their black powder rifles, just like this gentleman here. And you know, so the messages that Stephen's sending with his art, his patches, his prints, and his T-shirts and stuff is a big reason why I like him. I mean, the artwork is great, but I also like his messages. So please feel free to comment. Tell me what you think. You want to talk about church? You want to talk about God? Whatever you want to do, I'll talk about it. Also, I'm going to drop a link down in the bottom in the comments, or probably in the description as well, for Stand Strong Art. Give Stephen a shout out, and let him know that you watched BC Tackle, and you like his stuff or whatever. Just let him know that we sent you. You know, he hasn't given us any discounts. He hasn't sent us any free stuff. We purchased this because we like it. So, Stephen, we appreciate you, man. Keep up the hard work. And for all of you guys out there, for R.C. Burns, for Kelly Baker, here at BC Tactical, we want to thank you for watching, and God bless you, man.